Hello everyone and welcome back to Engineer's Life episode number 14. Since we last left off, I haven't really done too much, but just still kind of reading some comments from you guys, asking my stream and seeing if anyone else is playing along and figuring out if there's pretty much anything that they've run into to see if there's a way to kind of work through a little bit of some of the issues that we saw with kind of getting some resources. And I did have a person that has frequented the YouTube and my streams a lot that mentioned about the Twilight Forest. So we're going to take a look at probably saying what we need to do to maybe get to the Twilight Forest. I don't know if they changed the fact that the portal requires something different or not. It is something that you can and actually do in making your own pack and everything. If you're trying to gate the Twilight Forest, you can actually change what you toss into the center of it to activate the portal. Like an example of this is like in Mad Pack 4. I don't know if anyone's played it, but we will probably eventually be jumping into some Mad Pack 4. So if you guys are interested in that, just keep an eye out on the channel. It'll be happening in the future. I've been talking with John Bams a little bit and seeing about when a good release would be to, possibly jump in and do a little bit of the Mad Pack 4. But anyways, so yeah, getting into the Twilight, let's go ahead and see if that quest is actually even close. So in fact, it looks like we have that is. Enter the mysterious world of Twilight. So, live route. So I'm assuming they didn't change it. So we might have to go take a look at that. I think that might be a good idea for today, honestly. Oh, that's a stone. Oh, I totally messed that up. I totally messed that up. Alright, there we go. So we got about 5 crafts. We need a few more. And we should be good to go. We can start working on making our wonderful, wonderful blast furnace. So I'm going to show you guys. We're going to go ahead and see what we need to do to progress to the Twilight Forest. So I'm assuming it's going to be basically another diamond, which is basically normal. And I don't know if I want to set it up in here, but I'm probably going to end up setting it up outside. So let's just go ahead and sleep through the night real quick and see if we can go jump into the Twilight Forest. And hopefully when we get back, this is probably actually going to be chunk loaded. So that means there's... Yeah, we might not... Oh, did I not make enough? I didn't make enough. Is that still actually working? What else did we need for this? We needed pot ash. And to get pot ash, we used a stoked cauldron. So let's go ahead and grab... Oops. Careful. Perfect. Alright, so we need to just put some more wood inside and just kind of let that run for a bit. Looks like we still need a few things to kind of get us going for our blast furnace. I still do rather enjoy the whole thing about, trying to make sure we have enough... I'm sorry. I love the fact of our progression through this pack. It's just, I feel like I'm kind of stuck in the translation of trying to figure out what exactly we need to do to get better resources. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and just do a little something like this. Make sure we bring our food back. Maybe even grab a few extra pieces of food that we have not actually eaten recently. I'm probably going to bring one of those with me along as well. Let's go ahead and grab a few apples. Let's see what else. What have we not ate in a while? Questionably edible. I'm not sure if I really want to eat one of those, but I'm going to bring it along in case. And maybe one of those. Alright, so we just got a little bit of extra food for the time being. And we're just going to toss those inside of there. Let's pull all of this out. And we're just going to dump it in a chest for the time being. Because in all fairness, we got some better things that we need to actually work on. Which is figuring out and seeing if it is actually plausible to go into the Twilight Forest to grab a few things that'll help us along. Let's also go ahead and grab some flowers, or you can use saplings if you want. I think I'm gonna try to find some flowers, because every time I grow or put saplings around those darn things, everything grows up, and I end up not being able to leave the Twilight Forest. So it's a good idea. If you want, you can use saplings. I personally would prefer using something else. So I see some flowers down there. We're gonna go grab those, and we're gonna set us up a nice little Twilight Forest portal. We'll use let's use these actually. I don't know if I've ever made them with these. Should be able to, right? So you're gonna need like to surround the entirety of your portal with it. So just grab you a good chunk of them. It can be basically any type of flower, and I think that should be basically enough. We're just gonna grab one of these sunflowers. Where do I want to put this actually? Do I want to put it inside my base? Do I want to put it somewhere else? Because eventually, you know what? Down here, right here is actually not a bad spot. Right across from our farm. I kind of like that. It's not a bad idea. Let's do it. All right, let's go ahead and find out. Let's go ahead and shovel this up. Place down our water bucket 1 and 2, and I'm actually going to grab another one. So you want kind of like an infinite source of water here, and then you start surrounding your portal like this. Toss in a diamond. Okay. Toss in a diamond. Oh wait, we're missing a flower. Toss in a diamond. Booyah! There we go. That was my bad. Man, these things, they play so differently on each block. It's kind of, sometimes you miss one. Anyways, let's go. Let's go ahead and see what the Twilight Forest has to offer for us today. Here we are. The middle of the forest. Look at this place. It's not dangerous at all, is it? Now we gotta remember, at least I need to remember, because I've been playing a lot of vanilla lately on my stream, and I keep forgetting about certain mods, so I'm like jumping and hopping and doing and stuff, and I think we actually have a hollow hill just sitting right here, honestly. So let's go ahead and dig in and see, because if I'm not mistaken, these are actually the chests that we're looking for. Let's see, 1 by 2. There we go. It's just a nice little way to get inside of here real quick. Now these things are littered with loot, which is great. Just gotta be extremely careful. You're gonna have things like this guy and these other dudes sitting here bothering you, but this place is not, this one's not necessarily a huge one, but this place is pretty much littered with chests. Sometimes. And other resources, and sometimes very nice resources. So if you've never played the Twilight Forest before, get out of here. Get out of here. I'm trying to see if we can find a chest. We gotta be very careful because there's a lot of bad things in here. Normally it's easier to find the bigger ones. And the chests are normally on like the outside edges. I'm just trying to peek real quick and look around, see if we can just kind of find one to confirm or deny if this is actually going to be plausible for us or not. The silence of the forest, advancement made. Alright, here we go. So we're going to make sure that's our quick way out. We're going to do a little bit of running around real quick and just kind of look inside. There should be a chest or so in here. There we go. Iron pickaxe. Look at that. But it's only got 1 durability, which is not great at all. I will take the extra bucket and other things as well. But from what I was told... Ow. That hurt. That there are likely to be found... Oh my gosh. Ow. Okay, not eating that right now. That's not going to be helpful. Did not know I was so low on my bag. We're just gonna eat a golden apple for now. A little bit of regen, a little bit of absorption. Oh my gosh, that dude's got a huge mallet. This sword has about had it as well, as you can tell. But yeah, there should be like spawners and stuff inside of here. Basically. Hey, look, an ore magnet with some gold. Not bad. So, I mean, in all fairness, you can come in here and maybe find some resources. Like the ingots that you're looking for. But it looks like I'm not seeing yet quite what I'm really wanting. Let's go ahead and grab that wheat as well. And it could be in other chests as well. They may not be in these particular chests. I just kind of figured it was maybe in one of these. Dang it. Probably should have came in here with better armor as well. But honestly, I'm not seeing it. So let's just go ahead and try to maybe work our way to yet another dungeon. And in the meantime, we'll just kind of poke around and see what's inside of our Twilight Forest. Alright, so first things first, we're going to want to make sure we mark our portal. So let's go ahead and open up Journey Map real quick. We're going to go ahead and add a new waypoint and call it Portal. There we go. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Now, these are set up all in a grid. So there's a bunch of different things that spawn in the Twilight Forest, and they all spawn in grids. So this, if we go from any cardinal direction from this particular area, we'll end up finding another type of structure. Not necessarily this one, but we will find another structure. Now, we can find some really good stuff that spawns inside of here, and go ahead and make use of it. Let's go ahead and grab this real quick. I really don't want to be running around too crazy. And I was kind of wondering to see what this is actually going to give me. A little resistance. So this is actually really cool. There's actually a spawner inside of this, but this is all brick. We could just pick this all up. I wonder if there's a... Ow! Anyways, we could use this as, you know, for our blast brick and everything, but we just need to set our excavation shape to everything. And then we can just grab that and look at that. We got like, oh my, okay, you scared the crap out of me. I was like, how the heck did you get out of there? How dare you jump over the fire? Now, there's actually another thing that we kind of do want to grab to kind of make and traverse our way around the Twilight a little bit better. And that is something that you kind of want to look for right there. If you find one of these, normally you'll find these guys laying around. And if you kill one, sometimes they will drop a raven feather, which is what we kind of want. And then we can use it to make ourselves a map of the area. If you can stop moving around, please. Oh my gosh. Hey. Thank you. So around this structure, you'll see obsidian and a piece of, or a block of lapis on top of it. And ravens will sometimes generally spawn around that. And then there you can see that you got the, this is the Naga Arena, where the Naga spawns. This is like the first boss that you actually have to beat in the Twilight, and there's a little bit of a progression system. So, pretty interesting little fight. Not too difficult normally, but for us it might be a little bit more difficult because of our current set of armor. I would love to try to find and see if it is true that we can find some silk touch things inside of these chests, though. And I also need to try to find another object called torchberries. Now, generally, those guys will spawn right around the top of the world and a little bit kind of like underneath the surface. So they're going to be hanging from somewhere. And as you can tell, this is probably a place that we don't want to go. Mainly because of it's probably going to wreck the fact that I can't render this out like faster. It's going to take it like 10 times longer just because I stared at that now for like 2 seconds. But yeah, so there's a bunch of different places, and there's a lot of cool stuff in the Twilight. I've always loved the Twilight for a lot of different things. So just kind of jumping down here real quick. Be careful, because we don't want to... I'm not really seeing any. That's a shame. normally they're pretty common. So there's the one that we just looked at. I kind of want to find another one real quick. Let's see if we can find something on the inside. There we go. That's what we're looking for right there. Boom. Boom. Torch berries. So if we hit use on our raven feather, yeah, we can make a few other things, but we're going to make the magic map focus, which we need to go back and get some of that, and then we just write it with paper. That gives us a blank magic map showing us basically kind of like a normal map in Minecraft, but it maps the Twilight Forest instead. Or you can just do what I said and just kind of go each way and just see exactly what pops up next. Theoretically, I kind of want to find another big giant one of those wonderful hollow hills is what they're called. Or we can find a couple other structures that tend to spawn inside of the world here, just kind of randomly in spots. And they're like houses and they have stuff underneath them. So you can like dig down underneath them and end up seeing some chests. We just got to be very careful. Or there's a maze like this. But in my experience, these mazes don't generally give a lot of good stuff. And you don't want to touch the hedging. The hedging is bad. But what you can do is basically what I'm doing right now and just kind of work your way around it by doing a little bit of this. And yes, this is kind of the reason why right there. There's spawners. Alright, we're going to jump down here. We're going to take a look inside. What do we got? Melon seeds. We got some mushroom stew. Nothing I'm really like, oh my gosh, this is the best place ever. So this is actually one of those that would be on the map. It doesn't really spawn a boss. There's nothing really special about it. And I'm not really thinking there's going to be too much that's going to be any use to us. We will take a look at this real quick and just kind of peek our eyes in here. Diamond hoe. I wonder if we can put that in our cauldron. It's a possibility. Alright, let's eat some mushroom stew. Things how we're getting so hungry. Another structure over there. I think that's supposed to be like one of the last ones. One of the last structures. I think this is another one of the ones that we actually encountered earlier that spawns in one of those. Yeah, so you can see there's... I don't know if there's any chests in here. You gotta be very careful of those guys. I don't think there's any chests in that one. I'm not 100% sure, but I've never really looked in those very much. But we're gonna keep scouting along here real quick. I'm just curious as to whether or not this place is actually gonna yield us anything helpful today. I'm actually kind of hoping it will. And it looks like the next one on our journey here is going to be the Lich Tower. As you can see up ahead, the Lich Tower is your next boss after you fight the Naga. So I feel like I'm doing like one of those world tours. Hey, look at this. This is what happened in the year 2036. Brought to you by Only Bentley. So I can't even enter this area. I mean, I can, but oh my gosh. My eyes. Eventually you'll get close to it, and it's going to prevent you from going inside. So there is a progression, like I said, but we could make our way over and try to kill the Naga, but the Naga he might murder us, honestly. He might actually murder us. Won't lie. But we're going to keep looking. I want to see if we could find another hollow hill. Or maybe one of those other buildings that'll generally help us along. I don't even know if we have... Oh, I can't even make paper. That's the other thing. So I can't even do paper yet because we don't have a method of making paper just yet. So we have to be very cautious. Traversing in here, make use of our waypoints, and I probably should have waypointed a few things. So as you can see, there's another maze, which is unfortunate because these are like the dumbest. I don't like the mazes. I don't like the mazes at all. They're bad. There's nothing good in them, and it's just kind of obnoxious trying to fight some of the things inside of them. So, yeah. So it looks like we got the Naga fight up here. I think this might have been the one we saw earlier. All right, there goes that sandwich. Guess we're on to apples now. We ain't got too much more food until we probably just need to go home or find and scavenge some food inside of the Twilight. So there is food in here. We can murder ourselves some of the wildlife and possibly get something a little bit different. But I am running around, and in doing so, I am trying to get that done a little bit faster. Twilight has been known to be quite laggy. I was kind of curious to see if there was anything around in this structure. I've never seen this structure before, but it looks like it's just a structure. Okay. I'm kind of hoping to find one of those houses, though. Not that house. It's kind of like a broken up house, right? And or another giant hollow hill, which I think this would be right here. Yep. This would be a giant hollow hill. So this is basically kind of what I'm hoping for here. I don't want to get too close too quickly because it's going to start spawning those mobs rather furiously. But we do want to get inside of here and see if we can try to get some of these goodies. Hello? There we go. Yep. That beautiful hollow hill. So we're gonna probably end up seeing a lot of like new stuff kind of poking its head up and around in here. Normally with flight, this place is so much easier. But as you can see, I did not want to get hit by that. Dang it. That's what I was actually trying to actively avoid. I did not want to get hit by that guy. These are pinch beetles. Ow! They like to do that. Come on, don't kill me. Please don't kill me. He's gonna kill me. Gosh dang it. That's unfortunate. I think my sword broke is what it was. I wasn't paying attention and my sword broke. Drat. Honestly, I shouldn't really be in here doing this because, like I said, our armor kind of stinks and we did not actually ever make a good weapon for this. But I was really wanting to try to look around and see if we could just kind of find one of those things just to kind of get ourselves a little bit of an edge and maybe come back here later just to kind of get us through a little bit of, a few things for the time being. But it seems like that may not happen. Wow, okay. I didn't think we were that far, but that's fine. It's weird, though. No, that makes sense. I guess it spawns you at the portal. But yeah, I think if we can try to get around in here and just kind of look around, see if we can find maybe a chest or so that's going to help us along, we can get out of here and get back to our daily lives. You know, maybe see about getting that blast furnace made and just, living our life like normal. I don't know what gravestone mod this is. I don't know if I've actually used this one, but it's actually kind of nifty with the whole, hey, follow this big giant light thing. You're getting warmer, you're getting colder thing. Which is pretty interesting. It's like a death note. Alright, where's my entrance at? I don't know if I remember how to actually get that back. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Alright, backing up a little bit. Alright, we're going to keep trying, though. So our next best weapon is going to be our Matic here. So it's actually got a lot better damage now that this is actually broken. As you can see, it is indeed indubitably broken. We're also going to go ahead and use our Matic here a little bit. See if we can actually get around a little bit better in here. Now, sometimes we can get kind of lucky here. What the? Hey! That ain't fair! Oh, that's unfortunate. How much poison was that? Oh my gosh. That is a lot of poison, man. Can we stop with the poison now, please? That'd be great, thank you. Oh my gosh. Crap. Someone's got a bow. I'm trying to see if I can just see. Did he hit me with the bow? Oh my gosh. I'm trying to see if I can just scout at least one chest and then just kind of like get in to get it real quick, but it looks like we might. I can't die from poison, but it is just annoying that it's just going to cost me a lot of food to get over the fact that health requires food. You know, I'm not even going to eat until that's done. I don't even care. Alright, we're going to go in this way. Please don't tell me that's a normal skeleton. Oh, be careful of those guys. They have a crazy reach. Where are these chests at in here? Holy cow. Wait, what is this structure? I don't think I've actually seen this one before. Probably be better if we just looked for one of those other houses instead of trying to find a hollow hill. But I'm not seeing any around. Dang it. Well, unfortunate as it is, we're just gonna keep. Well, that's great. And I'm out of food, basically. I'm just gonna have to eat like super slow just to get the ability to possibly be able to eat faster. Alright, so I guess we're just gonna have to come back later. Our next priority might be trying to make ourselves a sword. I'm just trying to get around in here a little bit just to see if I can see just a chest, anything. I just want to look and what the heck? Dang it. Alright, we're going home. That's unfortunate. Well, sorry guys. I tried. I really wanted to try to do this today and see if we could maybe find it, but we're just gonna have to wait, I guess. Get a better weapon, better armor. I can't really just make any armor, I think. I think there's special armor we have to work on making. So we like, oh yeah, I forgot. We have that Constructs Armory. I don't even like that mod, really. I'm sorry, but I really don't. I don't care for it very much. But I guess I'm gonna have to do it because I think all of the other armor's basically just kind of removed. So I can't just make like, I don't think I can just make iron armor. I'll have to look and double check. So we're gonna sit here and eat like super slow real quick. We'll be able to eat one day. Don't worry. We'll be able to eat one day. You know, sometime maybe in the next 2 minutes. There we go. What about now? Oh. I'm just looking at this. It's like I'm looking at this food right now and I'm like, I can't stop this in my mouth. Holy crap. All right. Okay. And there you go. A little raw venison. So we can make use of this. Get us a little bit of different types of food that we can smelt up and all that stuff. We don't want to get too close to that. I don't really want to spawn in the Naga right now. But let's just go ahead and make our way back home. kind of a failure for today, which has been kind of a trend for me lately. And unfortunately, we're going to work our way above this. We will succeed. We will find a way. And I will get back to you guys if I ever do end up finding anything in here, but I'll make sure to try to save that for on camera. Let's head back and just see if we can at least maybe get our blast furnace made for today. And see what we can do from there. Because even if we do get that blast furnace made and we do go into the Construct's Armory, which is the armor and everything, I think steel is probably some of the best resources that you can use to make yourself some armor in that mod. It's, at least early on, right? So I think we'll probably might want to look into doing that and possibly even using it to maybe make us some tools and such. So that might be something to look. And I might want to go back in that one a little bit later on once I get a little bit more food, some other stuff, and see if we can find a chest in there we maybe missed. So let's just get up here, let's get a little bit of food, let's see if our stuff did anything while we were gone. I highly doubt it. I think it only runs for a few minutes. So we just, yeah. So I still got to get the other thing going, but just another day, another dollar. Unfortunate. Alright, so let's put all this stuff away. And got an iron pickaxe. So let's just take a look. Chest. So yeah, so you see there's it's just that mod. I mean, we might be able to get some other stuff made. Demonic ingots, but I don't have access to those. It looks like that's just from like a completely different mod. So there might be a way to get some different armor. Let's see if we can do anything with the diamond hoe. The stoked crucible. We get 2 diamond ingots, which are equivalent to, I believe, an actual diamond. I think. Pretty sure. So that's kind of neat, but there's not really too much use for it, it looks like. I guess unless we, swap it over to like an actual normal diamond. Alright, let's just get a little bit of muscle milk. Call it maybe a day there. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna call it there. We don't have enough stuff to make this. I'm just gonna let this run. I'll try to get this done soon. But I'm gonna call it a day there, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, make sure you hit that like button. I do appreciate it. And we'll figure this out soon. Hopefully. Alright, guys. If you have any helpful tips, tricks, or comments, feel free to the comment section down below. And we'll see you guys back in the next episode. Until then, goodbye.